Hey guys, it's Warners. I have another build video for you today. Ooh! $50? Today we're going to be focusing on this weapon. I blocked out the name because if you haven't done Act 2 and you haven't chosen a certain thing for Shadowheart in Act 2 for her questline, then it's a bit of spoilers. So if you don't want to see this weapon in detail, this is probably not the video for you. But yeah, let's go ahead and reveal what it looks like. Boom, this weapon. We're going Shadow Monk and Thief Rogue. One of the main reasons I decided to make this build is because this weapon is one of the coolest weapons you see in the game, but on Shadowheart and on a Trickery Domain Cleric, there isn't really any benefit that this spear gives you that really fits. So I thought I would use this spear and try to optimize a way to make it as useful as possible while also staying in the theme of Shadowheart. Let's go ahead and go into the level 1 to 12 breakdown. Alright, so for level 1, we're going Monk. We're going for our dexterity to be high, dumping our strength. This weapon is a strength weapon normally, but because we're going level 1 Monk, we actually get dexterous attacks. Attacks with Monk weapons, unarmed attacks scale with your dexterity instead of your strength. If your dexterity is higher. Also, because we're a half-elf, we get the ability to use spears. Since we're a Monk and we're proficient in spears, we're able to use our dexterity instead of our strength for this spear. And then we're gonna get our con as high as we can. Wisdom 14. We're going to be wearing armor for this, at least at level 12. But if you are starting this at level 1 as a monk, you probably want a higher wisdom to get your armor class up. But you do you. Level 3, we go ahead and pick Way of Shadow. We get a lot of great things with this. We also get a little bonus action hide. We get darkness. We get dark vision, but I'm pretty sure we already have dark vision, so it doesn't help us much. We also get the ability to cast Silence with 2 key points, and we get the Minor Illusion cantrip, which is okay. Level 4, we get our first feat. I am going to go ahead and go for Dexterity boost, but if you want to get Dual Wielder, we're eventually going to get Dual Wielder, so if you want to pick that up now, you can. But yeah, I'm going this route. Level 5, we pick up extra attack. We also get a action invisibility. That's pretty nice. All right, level 6, we get Shadow Step, which is the main thing we've been trying to get. There is a level 11 ability that Shadow Monks get called Shadow Strike, but in my experience, it's actually not that great. So we're gonna end Monk here. Level 7, we go level 1 Rogue. We're honestly not gonna get a lot out of this at the beginning. The spear is not a finesse weapon, but our offhand will be. So we'll be able to get that sneak attack damage still, but only on our offhand attack. And unfortunately, level 2 Rogue, we get bonus action hide, which we already have, but it is what it is. So you would think we would go Assassin, but a lot of the benefits we get from Assassin are gonna already be in play because we're gonna be in darkness and we're gonna be obscured and we're gonna have advantage all the time. So we're actually gonna go Thief so we can get an extra bonus action. Extra bonus action attacks are always nice to have, especially with Shadow Step. I can Shadow Step and still have a bonus action attack. A lot of good synergy with Thief. I'm actually gonna go back to Monk. This is mostly so that I can get a feat at level 8. Also, we get some more key points, which are useful. We're going to go for a dexterity boost with moderately armored. We get proficiency with medium armor, and we get that dex up to 20. And then level 12, we are going for Rogue, and this is just to get our last feat, and we're going Dual Wielder. So yeah. All right, time to go over gear. One thing I would like to mention about gear, one of the main items I'm using, this is the only item that is something that you'll get later in Act 3. If you ever get it, depending on your choices, it is the Ballast Armor. This build is still very viable without this armor, but this is what makes this armor ridiculous. Enemies within 7 feet of you are vulnerable to piercing damage unless they are resistant or immune to it. Also, you get a +2 to your initiative rolls, which is amazing. I specifically picked 2 piercing weapons as my weapons. We have Shar's Spear of Evening. This weapon is what this build is completely built around. You gain advantage on saving throws while lightly or heavily obscured. The weapon deals an additional 1d6 to creatures that are lightly or heavily obscured. The wearer cannot be blinded. You get a +3 weapon enchantment. And then Shar's Darkness. One thing that's unique about this darkness is you can cast it every round. It doesn't cost any spell slots or any resources resource. So yeah, you get a free casting of darkness all the time. Great for this build. And then also offhand weapon. You can honestly pick whatever piercing damage weapon you want, but I went with the Sword of Life Stealing. On a critical hit, the target takes an additional 10 necrotic damage as long as it isn't construct or an undead. You also gain 10 temporary hit points. Pretty nice. And then I went ahead and went with the Gloves of the Balanced Hands. I wasn't able to get 2 up in fighting with the classes we picked, Rogue and Monk, so I went ahead and got this so we can add our ability score modifier to the offhand weapon. So that's nice. And then I went with the Boots of Persistence. You can honestly put whatever you want here. I just really like this item. I had it in a couple of my other builds. You gain freedom of movement and long strider. And then this is the main reason we went for the medium armor proficiency, is I wanted to get the Dark Justiciar helmet. The wielder has a +1 bonus to saving throws against spells, and while obscured, which you'll be obscured all the time, the number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. And then I also have the Shade Slayer Cloak. While hiding, the number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. So we got an 18 to get a crit, 18 or higher to get a crit while we're hiding while being obscured. Definitely our opening round. As far as the necklace I went with, this necklace is kind of weird and I like it, but it's the Corvid token. This is mostly just because I haven't used this item on a build before and it's really interesting and it fits thematically. First of all, you get to polymorph into a Dire Raven, which is pretty cool. And while you're wearing the amulet, your jump and flying speed increases by 5, which is nice. Also, it says while polymorphed or wild shaped, you also gain feather fall. This is one thing that's kind of weird about this item. It says while polymorph or wild shaped, you gain feather fall. I'm not polymorph or wild shaped right now, and I have feather fall. So this might be a bug, but yeah, I just have feather fall always on. So then we have the Ring of Twilight. You gain a +1 bonus to armor class while obscured. Pretty simple. I'm going to be obscured all the time. I'll get my AC to 21 when that happens. And then this is the Strange Conduit Ring. While concentrating on spell, which will be all the time, the wearer's weapon attacks deal an additional 1d4 psychic damage. And I could be wrong, I might be misremembering, but what I noticed is unlike the poison damage combo that a lot of people do, the poison damage necklace combo, this adds a dice when I crit, whereas poison on weapons does not. So it ends up being 2d4 when I crit, which is real nice. And then bow, I am not proficient in longbow, so I just went with the Darkfire short bow. Again, it's piercing damage, so that'll be nice if I'm ever in a situation where I can't attack with my melee weapons, but I can still shoot with my bow when I'm 7 feet away, because they'll still get that vulnerability to piercing damage. And then I also gain fire resistance and cold resistance, and I get haste. So that's pretty nice. That all being said though, let's go ahead and go to the build in action. See you over there. Hey guys, so I have reached 750 subscribers, which is insane. I am only 250 subscribers away from getting my 1,000 subscriber goal. Once I reach that 1,000 subscriber goal, I am able to fully monetize my channel. With a fully monetized channel, I can make more content and put more time into this and to make some really great content for you guys. So thank you so much for everything you've done. And if we reach the 1,000 subscriber goal, I'm going to do a full party build video of the shadow theme. So essentially using darkness and being able to see in the dark. And I'm going to make a full party build video around that. So yeah, thank you so much. Let's reach that goal. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to cast darkness. And then, interestingly enough, I still get a weapon attack after I cast that ability, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. I might as well do, let's do a stun on this guy. Boom, he's stunned. Cool. And then I kind of wanted them to move so I could do this attack on it, both of them. Let's just do it. Let's go for it. Ooh. Okay, the Ura of Murder is working now. It wasn't working for that crit earlier. There we go, it's working out, yep. Bonus action hide again. Let's go ahead and get him. Ooh! Oh, nice! Get advantage. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Sneak attack. Hey, dude, that was crazy. Okay, guys, so I got haste up, and then this is a non-concentration way to make darkness happen. Let's make it a crit. Oh, okay. It missed both of them, but if that hit, that would have crit all of them with that one weapon attack, which is insane. Okay, I'm gonna say bonus action attacks for her, so let's go ahead and... Okay, this guy is dead, for sure. Okay, he has bonus action. 32. Go for her. Sneak attack. Nice, and then another one. Dude, that's crazy damage. I'm gonna stunning strike this guy. I'm gonna go for this guy. Oh, yeah. Wow, dude. Wow. And then that's the final one. 50? I hope you guys liked the build. If you have any suggestions, or if I got anything wrong, or if you think there'd be any ways to make this build better, please let me know down in the comments what you think. And please subscribe if you want more, and like the video if you like the video. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.